Oh, people's power here to review the Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger DX Zyuoh Wild. Yeah, I know this is hypocritical on myself, but most people are gonna be like, what the heck? How dare you review these together and not individually? I thought you hated sets. Well, Zyuohger's the exception, because, in my opinion, Zyuohger just made a lot more sense, in my opinion, just to cover the cubes together instead of individually, because you kind of need the cubes together. Because, you can't just show elephant by itself, because you're missing one other half. So, and plus, Zyuohger, these don't have sounds, so I'm good on that part. So, we're just gonna cover these together, despite the fact these indeed released individually and such. But, that besides the point. Let's take a look at our cubes. So here's Cube Elephant, which, obviously, despite the fact, this is, interestingly, this is not mostly cast in green, and this is outlined in yellow, which is interesting. So the transform is animal mode, just simply fold the back like so, which I like this clickiness, it's so satisfying. And then just fold the elephant head out like so, and then fold out the trunk. There we get the animal mode for Cube Elephant, and it's creative. I'll say, it looks like a mess, but it's creative. I like this. This is cool. I don't know what more to say. I think initially I didn't know about the trunk. So initially I was just like, oh, okay, we just fold this out like so, and it still looks fine. But I was like, then I saw this here, I was like, wait, you can pull that out. And then you can do stuff like that. But I don't know how exactly you split the trunk out, but yeah, Cube Elephant, the most creative cube animal we have yet. Cube Tiger, obviously just mostly cast in white. And then we have these joints, or these pegs here for later stuff. And it's just outlined in the standard black. So this one is also interesting. We're going to pull this, essentially what's going to be the back of the tiger out. Fold this section here for the head, and the part I always forget about, fold this part here for the tail. And then now we have Cube Tiger, which, yeah, I don't know. If I had to admit, I think this one is probably one of my least favorites. You got this weird diamond here. It's got really small legs. It doesn't really... And then, you have this gimmick where, you can fold the claws like this. I don't know why. In the show, the claws throw stuff, but, I don't know. This is a weird placement. I don't know. Cube Tiger confuses me. Last but not least, we got Cube Gorilla, who comes with two pieces. We got what is the Wild Cannon, as you just simply split this like so, and as you can see, the cannon part. Other than that, it doesn't. It's just it's essentially the Gorilla's counterpart to the King Sword, except it actually does have a cube mode and such. Here is Cube Gorilla itself. I do like it stands out from Eagle, It's still red, but it's mostly in black. So to transform into its animal mode, you're simply going to fold the front out and peg it in like so. You're going to fold the arms out, and then you're actually going to extend them. Even though I'm like, wait, what? We're doing this already? It is kind of, I think for my sake, because mine is used, it is kind of hard. And then you're going to fold the head out like so. You don't want to do it too far, because that looks unnatural. You just want to just notch it up once. So then you're going to take the wild cannon and fold it out like so. Then you're going to fold this part out, which will technically become a handle. And then you're going to clip this into this section, like so. So there we go with a cube gorilla, which is pretty neat. Like, again, like the wild cannon just really emphasizes like him essentially. Like, yeah, it is kind of weird that technically he doesn't have legs. Like he does. They're really puny. But like, I think the wild cannon just really helps him out and such. But yeah, so let's get into combinations before obviously going into Cute Gorilla. We're gonna do some Jewel King combinations first, so let's simply just fold these back like so. And now you're gonna take Jewel King, and obviously you have many variants on combinations. So just pull the King Sword out, and then I'm just not gonna do it properly. Or, actually, for this sake, I'll do it properly. So let me just reset this entire thing. So the main combination that you would want to do is take Elephant and Tiger, and then Eagle, because obviously these two are going to replace Shark and Lion. So then turn this around, and slam this down. So now you got Jewel King 154, which I think this one gives Jewel King speed. I think I don't recall. And then obviously you can mix and match like these, so you can make Jewel King 153, which you get the cats. Then you can put, you know, elephant and shark together, just for, I don't know what this one does. But essentially, that's it for Jewel King. So now, whoops. So now let's form these back, like so. And now you're going to take Cube Gorilla. You're going to fold this back into cube mode. Obviously, as he will be the place of Eagle. Turn it around. And obviously, unlike Eagle, you have to do everything manually, so fold the arms out yourself. And you have to fold them out like you're forming the gorilla mode, or the animal mode. However, fold out the top flaps to get the shoulder pad. This really looks off, I apologize about that, but now you take the wild cannon and simply fold this piece out, and then you're gonna clip this to this back clip, like so. To which then you simply fold out the face, the front flaps of the face, and then pull out this gun right here, and then plug it into this hand. And now you got Zyuoh Wild, which like, I guess if I have to be honest, I actually kind of like this one a lot more than Zyuoh King. I just feel like there's a lot more flair to it, especially with the arms. They're not as stumpy. And they are the same size. But like, you know, like Zyuoh King's arm is like weird. This one's like, oh yeah, this actually does look like an arm. And taking out this is still the wild cannon, but taking out the wild cannon, you do have a gimmick where you can shoot the hands off. Let me try to show this. Like, I don't remember him doing that specifically, but it's a fun thing you can do. It is still compatible with the cube weapons, so you can give him the Kirin Bazooka. And then obviously you can switch them up, so I'll just quickly show that. So just simply, so this is still Zyuoh Wild 623. However, this was a lot easier because you don't have to worry about the King Sword. Then Zyuoh Wild 624. And then Zyuoh Wild 653. If I can actually clip this in. Why can't I clip this? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. So it's neat to actually have another. The camera overheated without telling me. But yeah, like, it's just like, overall my thoughts on Zyuoh Wild is that, like, it's just nice to actually, like, first of all, it's actually nice to have the core 5 now, but it's also just nice to actually have another, you know, small mech that's the same size as Zyuoh King, and just to have these two together and such. Here you go, the King Sword. Like, I just like how these two actually complement each other, and just the fact that you can, like, indeed just, you know, swap pieces with them and such. It's really nice. But as I said before, like, I kind of just prefer Zyuoh Wild a lot more, I guess, like, look-wise, because he really fills out, like, especially this part. Like, this part just really helps fill it out, and, like, the stumps on Tiger, just, it's actually pretty interesting how they actually don't hinder the hands and such. Like, yeah, you can still do its claw thing. I don't get the point. Other than that, that should be it for the review of Zyuoh Wild. Yeah, I don't want this to go on for too long. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave it, people. Bye.